Who are you? This may shock you. Have you ever just wondered, where I came from? What am I doing here? What's this life here I'm experiencing? What is all of this? What is reality? Who am I? Purpose? All of that, right? We've all been there. We've all wondered that, especially with the things going on in our environment today. But what if I told you that you are actually a multi-dimensional, what we call a spiritual being? Spiritual basically means non-physical. Nothing to do with religion. A non-physical being. What if I told you that you exist entirely, the true you exists entirely out of your body? You exist in what's known as a field, and there's someone or something that's broadcasting information to your body right now. You know what? Study in quantum physics is now bringing that to light. Evidence is there. I think we're maybe about in the next 5 to 7 years away from validating that from theory to fact. Also, epidemiology, the study of the cells, the immune system, how they replicate, that's also a cutting edge. So within the next 10 to 15 years, information is going to shock you, because the science now is coming together to show this to be true. We have quantum entanglement, we have how cells replicate, and we have epidemiology. So the science is there. So this may shock you. You may say, whoa, what is all of this? Well, consider this. You planned everything before you came here. You see, you exist in two states. You exist in a spirit and you exist in a body. It's kind of like a virtual state of reality. See, there's a part of you and it exists to time indefinite. We know about it because how do we know this? Well, we know how particles and atoms work. We know that an electron and an atom, they're infinite. We know the universe is infinite. Matter can never be destroyed, only created or changed form. So we know that the energy structure that binds and puts power in all of us, that powers our mitochondria, that's the cells in our body that give us the energy. We know that all that is infinite. So what are you then? So why are you here? Well, here's the bottom line. You're here for an experience. It's like a game. It's like a little video game. So let me put it in simple terms so you can understand it. So imagine you're about to play this video game and you select your character. Before you play the game asks you pick 6 tools. So you have 6 tools. Okay, I'm gonna pick maybe a special weapon. I'm gonna pick a tool of energy or something, but you get 6 tools in a video game. Maybe like a game that you play, a war game. You have missiles, or you have the tank, or you just get to pick 6 tools. And before you play the game, you have these 6 gifts or these 6 energies to help you. And then within the game, you have to use these 6 things to create your reality. Basically, you have these powers within the game. That's sort of what it's like. If I told you, you picked everything you've seen here. It's all a part of what's known as your higher self. Remember now, I talked about this field of energy, right? That higher self is the spiritual version of you that exists with what I call the creator. You can say God, the universe, source energy, whatever you feel comfortable with calling it. But it's there and it's an intelligent source. And we know this because you know what? We found out now that our cells, they have receptors that respond to the environment. We used to think what we call in Newtonian physics, that our DNA is a permanent strand. But now we realize it's just a blueprint. We realize that without an information from this field, the cells are in a state of status. They're basically shut. They're not doing anything. So what is this field of information? Well, you know it as maybe consciousness, the ability to experience self, the ability to feel. That's consciousness, the ability to know that I am here, I'm aware. And that's who you are. You see, that field or that higher self version of you, what it does, it feeds you information on a need-to-know basis. So you're navigating this thing. So the question becomes, okay, so why have spirit and body? Why can't I just be the spirit? Why do I have to have the body to be here? Well, think about it like this. As I said, it's about an experience. A spirit won't know what ice cream tastes like. How can you know what chocolate tastes like? See that? That's why you have the body. It's a physical, you're here to experience, to love, to get joy, to contribute, to help, to motivate, to inspire. So you are here for an experience. But look, here's the bigger picture I want you to get now. Here's the bigger picture. Do you realize how powerful you are? That means that this character in the game has the power to change the entire game. This person who you are right now in this physical body, that's not even you. That's not truly you. That's an expression. It's like an avatar. Your true self is out of this dimension of space and time. It's funneling information right now to you. I can prove it to you right now. You can literally ask your higher self a question of anything you want an answer to. Do it right before you go to bed. Just relax, just breathe in and ask it out aloud. And go to sleep and don't think about it. And watch the answer come to you. I guarantee you. That's who you are. That exists outside. So, if you ever wonder, who am I? Now you know. Oh, so I'm here as an experience, to teach, to love, to do something, because I have my true self, which is on the outside. So think about that. So once you realize this powerful information, they're not going to share this with you, but once you realize this powerful information, you understand that you have no limits, that your true self can interact with this reality very easily. Why? Because it's not of this reality. It's in a field. It exists existentially outside of this reality. So that means you can manipulate, get the answers to anything, because if it's in that field, it's connected to what you call God, the universe, then it has all the answers to everything. It has ways to make you more money, to find happiness, to find love, to be healthy, to be happy, to create, to do anything. The only thing that's preventing you from truly connecting to your true self or who you truly are is this one little part that's tied into physical reality. It's called your intellect mind. The mind that we've been accustomed to. You see, the thing is, because we have this avatar body, or what I call the avatar, and the true self, because our minds derived and we became primitive, we have this intellect mind. The problem with the intellect mind is it picked up other avatars' beliefs, other people's ideas. So you had ingrained in you a program that took you away from who you are. That program gave you a limitation. That's why you can't connect, or you think you're not connected, but you've always been connected. Because now we know this through biology and quantum physics. We know that the cells, they have receptors. These receptors, they pick up what's known as quantum information. These, and as a matter of fact, they're stored in a part in your neurons. They're called microtubules. It's a new discovery recently, 5-6 years ago. These microtubules, what they do, they have quantum information that they pick up from this outside energy. This quantum information is transformed into your mind and the brain, and it becomes consciousness, and that's how you're able to see, experience, and interpret reality. So see, we're seeing the pieces of the puzzle now. So right now, if you're listening or watching this video, you have just stumbled upon one of the greatest discoveries, or one of the greatest secrets that no one will ever tell you. They'll never let you know this because you're too powerful. Imagine if this gets out. Okay? So that's who you truly are. So you have to start to look at yourself as this multi-dimensional being. You have the ability to create your reality, because now you know that reality is basically like a virtual game. It's like a video game. And we also know this through quantum physics. Now we know that there is no what we call objective reality or materialism reality. Now we know that everything, when we peer it, it's basically an energy, and our brains, your brain actually hallucinate into seeing something that you think is real. But the fact of the matter is, it's just a bunch of energy balls clumped together, and they vibrate so fast that the rate at which they vibrate, it basically trick our eyes, and we see it as solidity. It's basically what it is. So now you know that's who you are. So what is your purpose, right? Okay, I know who I am. What's my purpose? Well, that's for you individually, because each of us, each of our own higher self, we have our own plan. So you can easily find your purpose. All you have to do, you can ask your higher self. That's it. Remember now, your purpose is going to be in this ballpark. Here it is. You are here to experience, to teach, to contribute, to affect something in a positive aspect. And the purpose of this field is for experience love. Love is the highest frequency. So it has to do with love. So your purpose involves something, giving back, contributing, being of service, creating, helping. So it's something around that point. So that's what you have to understand. Now look, your purpose isn't just here to make money or to have money. Because here's the fact. You came here without money, and when you leave, you can't take it with you. Now, it's not saying that while here, you can use that to help you to fulfill your purpose. Yeah, you can make all the money you want, you can become rich, make millions, but it's not your purpose. It should help you to achieve or put your purpose forth. So you have to remember that. So everything you basically are seeing right now, you're experiencing, is coming from your true source. So you have to tap into that higher self version of you. It talks to you every day. You get a little bit of it through intuition, through some dreams, because you're always connected. But again, the intellect mind blocks the receptors or blocks the channel. But that's who you are. You are truly this multidimensional being that you process information in what is known as quantum field. You exist at all places, all time. You exist outside of the box. If you're outside of the box, you can affect the box. So the answers to everything you desire is already in you. So now you can tap into it. So that's who you are. This multi-dimensional spiritual being that came here to have an experience. You have the ability to create whatever you want. How do you tap into it? I just gave you the answer. Become aware. Now I've revealed it to you. That's as simple as it is. If you don't know something, you don't know. But now you know, you have to start looking at your life differently. And this will be very impactful in your life. Now you'll see things different, and watch how your life will change. Put it to the test. Because now you understand that who you are is this infinite being that has the ability to really create anything. The only thing stopping you right now is the little intellect mind that gives you the illusion that you're not connected. And now you have a great understanding of who you truly are. And this, it may shock you, but now it will definitely awaken you.